After years of waiting and delay, the Ethereum merge finally happened. The historic upgrade replaces the miners who previously powered the blockchain and brings significant environmental benefits. Today, we look at how blockchain project revamps might drastically cut down on energy usage and alter the cryptosphere as a whole, not to mention the merge's impact on both stakers and miners. First, we look at the merge. After years of development and delay, the enormous Ethereum redesign, known as the merge, has finally taken place, transferring the digital machinery at the center of the second-largest cryptocurrency by market value to a system that uses a great deal less energy. It was no easy task to switch from proof of work to proof of stake, two different ways to operate a blockchain. Puzzles and mining are no longer used in Ethereum because of a new process called proof of stake. Instead, in order to have a chance at validating fresh blocks of transactions and earning tokens in return, validators must stake some of their tokens. Computers are still required to validate transactions and store data. Validators' hardware will probably continue to run continuously as well. However, their devices won't consume nearly as much energy as the data farms used by crypto miners. The modest variations in post-merge energy usage estimates are related to the number of validators, the equipment they are using, and whether it uses clean or dirty energy. The merge's successful debut puts more pressure on other cryptocurrencies that still rely on proof of work. Bitcoin is a big problem. It is now predicted to consume as much electricity annually as Kazakhstan. Uli Gallersdorfer, co-founder and CEO of the CCRI, states that the merge is hopefully a step into a more sustainable future for cryptocurrency. Moving on, how is it any better? A recent analysis reveals that the merge could reduce Ethereum's energy consumption by a larger percent than anticipated. Additionally, it is anticipated to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions from the cryptocurrency network. According to a report released today by research firm Carbon Ratings Institute, Ethereum's electricity use is anticipated to decrease by a staggering 99.988% following the merge. It is anticipated to require just over 2,600 megawatt-hours annually in the future. They use the image of the Eiffel Tower, shrunk to the size of a Lego toy person, to illustrate exactly how significant this is. According to CCRI, this significant modification should result in a 99.992% reduction in Ethereum's overall carbon dioxide emissions. The network's climate pollution decreases from over 11 million tons of CO2 emissions a year to about 870 tons, which according to CCRI is just slightly less energy than 100 U.S. homes consume annually. The latest study was ordered by Ethereum software provider Consensus. Joseph Lubin, a co-founder of Ethereum, also established Consensus, which contributed to the study and the creation of the merge. The report is consistent with other projections. Similar estimations have been made by researcher Alex DeVries, owner of the website Digiconomist, which measures the energy use of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The Ethereum Foundation predicted that the software update would utilize 99.95% less energy before the merge. Moreover, what causes this energy efficiency? The significant reduction in pollution is the result of a change in how Ethereum users acquire fresh tokens. With the merge, Ethereum will do away with the proof-of-work process, which consumes a significant amount of computational power to validate blocks of new transactions. With proof of work, new blocks on the chain had to be validated in order to earn additional tokens, which required crypto miners to solve computational puzzles, a highly energy-intensive process. We also look at resistance from miners. Since some miners are adamant about maintaining the current proof-of-work Ethereum blockchain, this opposition could reduce the overall energy savings. If Ethereum remains a proof of work and continues to support some degree of mining, then the overall amount of energy that will be saved here by the merge does indicate that the entire amount of energy that's going to be saved here with the merge could be less than 99.99%, according to DeVries. The value of the Rogue Chain's new token, which is anticipated to go live within a day, will determine how much pollution it causes. After that, the value must be sufficient to cover the energy expense of miners. In the hours following the merge, the price of that forked Ethereum token briefly rose before dropping sharply. Moving along, what do the investors think? The Dallas Mavericks basketball team's billionaire owner and investor Mark Cuban told CoinDesk that he would be watching the merge with curiosity like everyone else, noting that it would cause Ethereum, the network's native token, to deflate. From the beginning, it was anticipated that Ethereum would eventually convert to proof of stake. However, the transition required a difficult technological effort, one that was so dangerous that many questioned whether it would even succeed. I think the merge can actually persuade those individuals who were intrigued in Ethereum but dubious of the environmental consequences to come and try try with it, said Tim Bako, an Ethereum Foundation developer who was instrumental in organizing the upgrade. We also look at staking rewards. A new proof-of-stake system, mining, is fully eliminated by the Ethereum protocol. Miners are replaced by validators, who stake at least 32 Ethereum to an address on the Ethereum network where they are neither buyable nor sellable. These staked Ethereum tokens work similarly to lottery tickets. The more Ethereum a validator stakes, the better chance it has of having one of its tickets chosen and being able to add a block of transactions to Ethereum's digital ledger. Up until the merge, the Beacon chain, a proof-of-stake network that Ethereum launched in 2020, was only used as a staging area for validators to get ready for the switch. To make the transition to proof-of-stake, the Ethereum main network and Beacon chain were integrated. Bako asserts that the use of the proof-of-energy stake has not even a rounding error of an environmental impact. The Ethereum network is best understood as a nation-state that has a single piece of open-source software because it develops when a lot of computers interact with one another in a similar language and follow the same set of rules. These computers will have additional incentives to work in line with the rules thanks to Ethereum's new architecture, preventing the ledger from unlawful tampering. Even while thousands of individual miners were responsible for running and protecting Ethereum's proof-of-work network, the majority of the network's hash rate, which measures the combined processing power of all miners, was held by machines from only 3 mining pools. Not to mention the skepticism. Not everyone concurs with the hype surrounding proof-of-stake. There are no signs that proof-of-work, the more established and secure method, will ever be abandoned in a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Even while a few publicly traded mining syndicates won't have as much control over the Ethereum network, critics claim that the current dominant companies will only be replaced by new ones. Lido, a former community-run validator collective which holds more than 30% of the stake on Ethereum's proof-of-stake chain. 3 of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance, each possess 30% of the network. In reaction to skepticism over proof-of-stake, well-known cryptocurrency miner Chandler Guo declared in the lead-up to the merge that he would create a fork of Ethereum's old proof-of-work chain. This is a duplicate of Ethereum's blockchain that continues to operate using the prior miner-based system. Although Ethereum's core developers often lampoon proof-of-work forks as sideshows and scams, Guo's ETHPOW effort and others like it have gained some traction in various crypto circles. Not to forget the post-merge rocky start. In the hours following Thursday's much-awaited Ethereum merge, only 2 companies, Coinbase and Lido, added more than 40% of the network's blocks. The second-largest blockchain network's developers justified the decision from proof-of-work (POW) to proof-of-stake (POS) by making it more difficult for individual entities to tamper with the Ethereum ledger. But early signs of network consolidation have raised concerns that these hopes might not come true. Kopelman states that the fact that only 7 players held more than 2/3 of the stake on Ethereum's proof-of-stake network is the key indicator of network domination under the new miner-free architecture. A sort of community-led staking collective under the name of Lido and Coinbase, the third-largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, each holds 27.5% and 14.5% of the network's stake, respectively. It will be more challenging for other parties to publish transactions to Ethereum's ledger if one entity possesses more than 66% of the network's staked Ether, to name just one concern about so much money being spent on so few services. Lastly, the way forward for Ethereum. The relatively high fees and poor speeds of Ethereum, which were not addressed by the update, are still a barrier to the network's user base expansion, much as environmental concerns once were, according to Vitalik. The network's slow transaction speeds and hefty fees may be addressed by spreading transactions over shards, similar to adding lanes to a freeway, according to Buterin, Ethereum's most prominent leader, who recently proposed a list of next steps for the network. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think is the future of Ethereum after the merge? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.